Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be going through something very special to me. So today, June 1st, is the anniversary of me joining the Happy Planner Squad. And so to commemorate the occasion, I wanted to share something that I've been working on here and there throughout the year. Some days are easier to work on this more than others, so it's not complete yet. So I'm gonna kind of make this into sort of like a video series. I'll start with this first intro video, and then I'm thinking every subsequent video will be like another flip through of another month. So next video will be, starting in June. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. So this is what my squad journal looks like so far. I actually started off in this this Squad Girls classic planner that was released for the 2019 to 2020 year. And I really liked this particular cover just because, well, the Happy Planner has come out with a few iterations of, what the Squad Girls look like over the years. But this particular type of illustration is my favorite, especially since they have a squad girl that is more or less my doppelganger. And it was perfect because that my squad term started in June 2020, so I could just take out the 2019 portions, use the 2020 portions, and then put the 2019 portions in and just redate everything. However, I quickly found out that I needed more space. I mean, for those of you who know me, you know that I tend to write a lot. I'm a verbose person. So fortunately, this particular planner has a big planner counterpart, which is this cover right here. So as you can see, it's the same style of Squad Girl illustration, just in the big size. So I moved into the bigger planner. I eventually put the rainbow expander discs, and then I put it in this these snap-in covers that I got at the Happy Planner warehouse sale that was in 2019. So works out great because it has the iconic heart shape on the front cover, and it's blue. My favorite color is blue. And it protects the planner cover. So yeah, so this is the beginning of the journal here. So this front page here, it's my, well, one of the name pages, but this first page was created by my fellow squad mate, Karyna. She's on Instagram at Karyna Loves to Plan, and she does this amazing lettering. She's also on YouTube, and if you haven't checked out her videos, you totally should. And I'm gonna link my squad mates, Instagram handles and YouTube video or YouTube channels as well, so that you can check them out. I just decorated it with some stickers here. So this, I'm just gonna flip through it real quick, just in case there's sensitive information. But the first few pages really are just, I'm kind of like a pack rat. I'm a hoarder, so I kind of keep everything. But this is the contracts and all the things that we needed to sign prior to our squad term beginning. These are the photos that I submitted, just so that the Happy Planner could have something to use in case they needed to, show our images. And then these next few pages, like I said, are just the contract, just something so that I can, keep in here and remember. This is what the Happy Planner used to announce who made the squad, and this is where they used all of our pictures and everything like that. So Okay, so this, these sheets are a little smaller because this is when I first started in the classic sized planner, and so that's why all these pages are cut to the classic planner. For those of you who are new to the Happy Planner, let me give you a quick rundown of what the Happy Planner squad is, now that I'm kind of back on my original squad intro page. So the Happy Planner squad is basically kind of like their ambassador program. There is a group of people who are on this squad, and the goal is to basically to help show off the Happy Planner. We use their products, all of their, you know, tools, their planners, their stickers and everything, basically showing how you, you know, how you uphold their philosophy, which is, you know, to create a happy life and things like that. So it's a and we receive product in exchange for us, you know, helping them to promote their product. So and the term is 1 year. It's 12 months typically, and you know, we get exposure through the Happy Planner social, through their Instagram and YouTube and all that great stuff. And it's a good opportunity to kind of network and put yourself out there and things like that. So that's kind of the small gist of what the Happy Planner squad is all about. And one of my goals is to, with this video and all the future videos, is to kind of give you a little insight as to what the squad is all about, and you know, how the squad year is and has been. So I hope you enjoy as I move forward. Last year, we were asked to submit an application video, 1-minute video, describing how we would be a great fit for the Happy Planner and what can we bring to the table, and, you know, how do we stand out, that kind of thing. So this group of pages here kind of details my process applying to the squad last year. Originally, I told myself that I would not, there's no way, absolutely no way that I would be applying for squad. Not because I didn't think I could do it. It was more of, I had the sense that it was a little intimidating to me, the whole, you know, putting myself out there. Prior to me joining the squad, I hadn't done YouTube videos, much less, you know, had a YouTube channel, much less have done Plan With Me. All of that was kind of intimidating to me, especially, you know, having to film myself and be on camera. I still do not a huge fan of, you know, how I look and sound on camera even today, even though, you know, doing it more and more, I've gotten used to it. But yeah, that was kind of my thinking at the time. But then I watched a live by Heather Kell from Kell Plan. I'm sure we all know about her. And most of that live was her describing kind of like the application process, and you know, how we can answer the question that, you know, the Happy Planner was asking to all of us, for those of us who wanted to apply. And so I saw that live and I became encouraged, and I was thinking to myself, you know, if I don't at least try, I may regret not trying. Open call was, I even wrote it here. Thank goodness for memory planning. Open call last year for the Happy Planner squad applications was May 2nd through 15th. And I think I decided relatively kind of like in the middle to late-ish on in that open call session that I just decided to just go for it. And I wrote out like a quick, you can kind of see it here, just a really rough draft of, you know, what I wanted to say. I practiced a few times, and I have a picture of my camera roll of that day that I decided to start filming, and you can see there's a lot of takes before I got it down. I wrote a little note here that yes, there were approximately 80 plus ish takes before it was satisfactory and to my liking. So maybe I could have gotten away with less takes. I don't know. We will never know. But I sent that video in. I uploaded it here to my, at the time, brand spanking new planner YouTube account. And I submitted the application on May 10th, which was Mother's Day last year. It was kind of nerve-wracking for sure, and I just remember feeling so elated for finishing and nervous and, you know, like, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? But again, the overarching feeling was you did it, you know, check mark that box off of your bucket list, and at least you tried, kind of thing. And you know, if you don't make it, then you know that's fine. Of course, if you make it, that's great. You know, there's always next time if you don't, or you know, you don't have to apply, so, or reapply. So yeah, that's basically what this whole section is over here. This is the thumbnail for my application video for the Happy Planner Squad, and you can actually, I'll link it down in the description section too, but my video, I made it public shortly after it was announced who made the Happy Planner Squad, so you can still view that 1 minute video on my YouTube channel and see me be slightly nervous and extra derpy throughout the video, but I do kind of describe, you know, who I am a little bit and how I would make a great fit for the squad. This was a comment left on my video on 5/11, so the day after I applied, which, you know, at the time I was still relatively newish, and seeing this comment just absolutely bolstered me. It got me super excited that, you know, the Happy Planner at least saw it. And so I took a screen cap of that, of course, and put it into my journal. So, and this is a screenshot of, you know, what the page looked like after I submitted my application. And then I put a little, like, flippy journaling sticker dealy here, just to be like, hey, did I get it and celebrate, or am I gonna apply next time because I didn't make it? What will it be? And you know, as you know, I I did flip it to that. I ended up, you know, making the squad. So that's what that is right there. This page, this is kind of like a little homage to Heather, as I mentioned. I mean, she is absolutely, without a doubt, an inspiration to a lot of us in the planner community. And Heather, if you're watching, hi and much love. But Heather, you were, you know, responsible for being my not only being an inspiration, but just giving me that little extra push to decide to, you know, apply for the Happy Planner Squad. And needless to say, it was a good decision. And, you know, I have you to thank for that. So I kind of do a little love note here. And then next few pages here is, so this first section, I don't know if I mentioned, but this first section is well, there's May 10th. That's when I applied during the open call process. And then after I made the squad, the rest of this section is within the time span of the week leading up to June 1st, which was the public announcement of the squad. So that's what all this is about. So back when Hannah was the, you know, social media coordinator, basically our kind of like squad manager, this is Hannah. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all, especially those of you who are happy planners, know all about Hannah. At the time, this was May 23rd is what I wrote there. So she reached out to me. I have a screen cap here of one of our Instagram conversations, and she mentioned that she was having a hard time viewing my squad submission. And I was just, well, flipping out that Hannah was even contacting me. And I didn't make the connection that, you know, well, so in her message, she mentioned that there was an issue. Is it possible that we can get together via Zoom call, you know, to, you know, hash out those issues and to, you know, make sure everybody has a fair chance, and everything like that. So immediately I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening here? You know, so I was just absolutely flustered when I saw all this. So, I mean, honestly, I felt a little suspicious that she was reaching out to me, but at the time, I don't know why I didn't make the connection, like, oh my goodness, does this mean that I made the squad possibly, and she's just faking me out? I mean, she's telling me that there's an issue with my YouTube video, and, you know, how often does that happen? I mean, usually YouTube is pretty decent, and there's not usually, you know, problems like that I know of. But what do I know? I'm a noob at YouTube, so let's humor this for a little while. So I messaged her back, and we set up a Zoom time, and that when did I, oh, well, May 23rd, yeah, is around 10 a.m. I remember it was a Saturday. I had to sit outside because, you know, my daughter was sleeping. My husband and my son were over at my parents' house getting haircuts. You know, it was in the thick of pandemic time, so, you know, they didn't go out to get haircuts, but my mom knows how to cut hair. So anyway, they were there. I was at home and I was on the Zoom call with Hannah, and then she told me that there is a problem with your application. There was a problem with your submission in that it was too good, and we'd love to have you on the squad. And I remember there's another video which I'll link into my description box and everything, but there is a video on the Happy Planner channel still that Hannah had put together with all of our reactions, and it's such a sweet video. I just absolutely have all the feels and emotions every time I see that. So she did a compilation of all 23 of us receiving the news, you know, live, and she had recorded us all. And so you can check out that video as well if you haven't already seen it. But yeah, this page is my Making Squad memory page, where, you know, I go through from, you know, Hannah first reaching out to me, and then our Zoom meeting. There's my surprised derpy face up there, me sitting outside behind my front door there. And then a few days after, so May 26th, which is a big day of celebration. Actually, May 26th is my wedding anniversary as well. So this is when I received my first squad email. It's official, saying, you know, hey, we're excited. You were selected. Congrats. According to this, apparently there were 800 applicants. And then she goes on to introduce to me who the rest of the squad members are, which, looking back, reflecting, I'm so incredibly happy that she did that, because it would have been way too much to just keep this, you know, to myself and, you know, to like a few close family members. I mean, close family members, of course, they're, you know, supportive and all that stuff, but it's definitely something different, something way more next level when you have 22 other people who are in the exact same boat as you are, and you know who exactly made the squad. And so I really appreciated that time, that week prior to finding, or that week prior to the Happy Planner making the announcement, where we all 23 of us could just get together and message each other and, you know, share our elation, our exuberance, our excitement, our hopes and our feelings and everything like that. So I really look back on that time very fondly. And I'm sure I'll be referencing that time multiple times during this trip down memory lane. So this is me. This is what I wrote after I had my Zoom meeting with Hannah. And, you know, basically I detailed what I was feeling and, you know, leading up to it, during, and then after. And then I go through, you know, hopes for, I'm still hoping that, you know, things will get better even more, and that it'll be safe for us to eventually someday, you know, get together, like previous squad terms have, in person, where they do like a squad boot camp, and then they get to tour, you know, like the Mandi headquarters, they get to go to Disneyland and all that stuff. So I'm still hoping that that can be an actual thing. Anyway, so yeah, I go through, you know, my thinking on this day. Brooke started our first Instagram thread where we can all just like chat and, you know, be excited and, you know, get to know everybody. We eventually moved it over to Facebook because it was just easier to follow along with everybody over there. And yeah, it was just an exciting time. And then, you know, that's when most of us decided to, you know, have a squad journal so that we can document everything, or as much as we could during this exciting and memorable year. So that's when my squad journal was born. So these next few pages were very, very graciously put together by Paulina. And so we had a thread in our group where we introduced ourselves and we mentioned our birthdays, our ages, what we do, what kind of things we like. And Paulina right here put together this awesome file so that we could have everything in one place along with everyone's pictures. And this is everyone in our squad prior to June 1st. For those of you following along, especially with the Happy Planner and on Instagram and everything, of course you know that there had been some changes, but this was our group as it was leading up to our June 1st announcement. So yeah, kind of like a little directory of everyone. Nice little keepsake there. Oh, I'm not sure how that happened, but I forgot to show off this little section I made. So this was the first year that the Happy Planner opened up applications to international planners as well. And so as you can see, we have representation from not just, you know, the United States, but other countries around the world as well. So this is our international squad. I took the stickers from the travel book. Luckily they had map stickers already made, and I used these little pinpoint stickers to pinpoint where everyone is from. And then I wrote our names down below here, as well as, you know, cities, states, countries. This little squirrel here you'll see pop up on occasion. This is kind of like an inside joke. It's our unofficial mascot. And he even has a name, which we will get to here in a little bit. So this one's titled Getting to Know My Squad Mates. Here's where I have a little screenshot of, our very first Instagram DM thread. I'm a very sentimental person, so you'll see little bits and bobs like that. But yeah, so there's our first little message. It's from Brooke. And I also noted when our Happy Planner Squad group was created on Facebook. This is kind of like our first unofficial squad Zoom call with some of my squad mates. I had my baby with me, so there's a little flower there for her face. But yeah, this wasn't all of us. Obviously, this was just whoever was available at the time to kind of sign on and say hi. And yeah, I wrote a little note there. And I mentioned this previously, but it was really, really nice to have a week together to sort of process everything. So here's our little, I think Gabby made this, I want to say. This is kind of like our unofficial squad group name. We were originally going to use Wild Squad as our hashtag, but eventually we came up with a different hashtag to keep kind of like our posts and everything together on Instagram. Here's where I found out who my squad mentor was. Originally it was April. When April stepped down, I got paired with Marielle for my squad mentor. Both equally awesome people, both former squad members. And okay, so here's our little squirrel friend again. It's kind of like a little inside joke. This is Juanita. Juanita was taking her headshot, and I guess a squirrel photobombed her picture, so that's kind of how this little squirrel came to be. Fortunately, there was a squirrel sticker also in the fall, one of the older fall sticker books, so I used that there. And then we gave him a name there. It's a very silly name, so he's kind of like our unofficial squad mascot there. I thought it was funny to put this picture in my squad journal too, because during this whole time period, of course, people got curious and, were asking us whether we knew who had made the squad, who didn't make the squad. And so Allie, who was a former squad member herself, design team, I think it was called at the time, posted this in her stories, and it was just really funny to see, and it was really nice that she had her back like that. I personally didn't get any messages, or not as many anyway, because I didn't tell anybody that I had applied for squad, but I know that some of my other squad mates were getting a whole lot of messages, and it was kind of interesting to navigate. So and then I took a little screenshot of my Instagram profile prior to the announcement being made, just kind of noting my follower account there. These are, so some of these happened, I'm looking at the notes, or I'm looking at the dates now. Some of these likes and followings happened before I was notified that I had made the squad. And again, I should have seen the writing on the wall, but I think a part of me was kind of in denial and not, thinking to myself that, oh, maybe this means that, I made it. It just didn't connect. I simply took it as a fangirl moment that these wonderful, wonderful people began following me simply for the fact that, you know, we're all happy planners and, you know, we follow each other. Turns out they were following me for a reason, and here we are today. So yeah, this is kind of like this is the period where I was getting to know my squad mates a little more, past and present. And then this is a little snapshot of some of the very encouraging and motivating messages and Instagram stories the very night before June 1st, when the announcement was going to be made. Just if you recall from last year, it was a particularly highly emotional and crazy time, what with the pandemic and, you know, social unrest and everything like that. So it was nice to see, you know, some of this kind of silver lining, positive, encouraging messages going forward. So that is in my journal as well. These next few pages, I kind of turned it upside down because I don't want sensitive information being put out to the public. I made a little area where I can keep my squad mates' addresses. I've sent them Christmas cards and other things, so just to keep that all in one place so that I remember where everyone is. And then very last part of this section is a transcript of kind of like what I call our first unofficial group project. And this is a video that Gabby put together to thank the 2019 to 2020 squad. And so I think this video, I'm going to have to look back, but I think this video is also available on YouTube. And if I find it, I will go ahead and link that for you down in the description section for you to see as well. So that's it. That's the kind of first section of my squad journal, the intro, the week leading up to the June 1st squad announcement that happened last year. So I'll go ahead and stop this video right here, and then the next video will be going into June of 2020. So I hope you liked what you watched. If this is not your thing, feel free to, you know, pass on it. I won't get offended or anything like that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and especially if you feel that this is something that you'd like me to continue on with, you know, doing this sort of like video memory keeping, in addition to me memory keeping right here in my planner. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. And if you liked this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, I'd appreciate a subscribe. And don't forget to turn on notifications so that you will be notified when I post my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.